Good morning, everyone. I'm hoping that I'm back on track to start doing videos and bringing you information. It is the end of the growing season for the wild lettuce in my area, anyway. All the stalks are dried up, they are dead, they are completely dry. For the ones that dry up, now we've discussed many times that some are perennials, some are biennials, and some are self-sowing annuals. I'm not going to recover that again. I do want to bring to you our next phase of we know which herbs heal us and what for. You can look that up on any search engine. I advise you to use DuckDuckGo because the Google is suppressing information, and we know that. But type in an herb into the search engine and say benefits, mullein benefits. Um, it is, the information is out there and it's very easy to get. So Monday it was 98 degrees and this morning it's 48 degrees in my area of Middle Tennessee. I do welcome the relief from the heat. That was really getting to be kind of difficult on me and on everybody. But I wanted to show you that now that we've learned about what it actually treats, we need to start being preventative and not getting sick in the first place. And there's many herbs for that. You can look those up under adaptogens, and there's list of them. And I always encourage y'all, use what is near you. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to have multiple herbs that are adaptogens. One good adaptogen will do you. So you want something that boosts your immunity and oxygenates the blood and heals tissue. So get you a couple of good herbs to keep on hand. Now this morning I started with some sinus stuffiness and postnasal drip and the usual that comes along with having upper respiratory issues and being sensitive to these kinds of weather changes and season changes. So I got up to make me some mullein tea. Now, mullein thins the mucus, it acts as an expectorant, it heals tissue, it relieves pain and inflammation. It is generally known as an upper respiratory herb, but it does many things. So, as I was sitting here brewing my mullein, I thought, well, let's kick it up a notch. Let's add a little boost of something, and that's what made me think about sharing this with y'all. And so I looked around at what I had on hand, and one thing I do have is the Ligustrum vulgare. Now, it is a broadleaf evergreen in my area. It grows invasively, it is everywhere, and at any time I can go out and harvest these leaves and dry them and make teas out of them or tinctures. Now, real quick on that. Now, tinctures and decoctions have to be preserved because you're using you want to build them up and keep them for immediate treatment of an immediate issue. And so you want to keep those in the refrigerator. You want to keep them with a little bit of alcohol in them if it's a decoction for preserving. And then you want to for a tincture, it's all alcohol. I really try to limit alcohol in my health regime simply because I am still a year away from my Hep C treatment. I'm making sure that I take care of my liver. That's why I prefer the decoction over the tinctures. But the best way, I really truly believe, to get these herbs in our system and build up our health on a daily basis is tea. It's just brewing it as a tea. And you can brew enough for one 8-ounce glass that you use in 2 4-ounce cups if you want to. You can also blend it with other teas to make them more palatable or to serve other medicinal purposes. So what I did was I got the ligustrum because I was like, oh, I got plenty of that. Let me review what it's used for. Okay, it can induce sweating. It improves immune function. It reduces the side effects of cancer treatment, primarily chemotherapy. It is used for blurred vision, dizziness, ringing in the ears, and sore back and knees. It's also used in vitro. It has been shown to have antioxidative, anti-tumor, and immunomodulating effects. Now, what that means is that the immunity properties of the plant suppress or stimulate the immune functions in the body as the body needs it to, such as when you've been exposed to illnesses, infection, or other diseases. So I thought, okay, that's good enough. Gonna throw it in there too. So I put a teaspoon in here. Now this is 2 teaspoons of mullein and then 1 teaspoon of ligustrum. Well, both of these are, and this is common privet, by the way. Uh, uh, I've got some of my brother's peppermint, dried peppermint still left. It's just a few little packs I have. So I put a teaspoon of that in there to help take the ook off of it, because these are strong tasting herbs right here. So I'm brewing me up some tea, and I'll have this probably for the next couple of weeks, just every day or every other day, to just start boosting my immune function and to start preventing any upper respiratory issues. Peppermint also does that. Again, y'all know how I feel about these plants. These are just wonderful, wonderful plants, and they are healing. And I'm so proud, and it takes so much stress off of me to know that I don't have to leave my house, and I've got this stuff here, and I don't have to go to Walmart, thank God. But also, I don't have to go to the doctor, and I'm not spending any money out. These are things I went and gathered in, all of them actually in my neighborhood, like within a mile from my house. Still got my goldenrod here. I make a big jug of the goldenrod tea, and I put lemongrass and lemon balm in that, and I have that regularly. And then I've got my passion vine. And these are just things that I gathered within a mile of my house. So they're familiar to me. I know what goes on to them. Most of these have come out of my own yard, like the ligustrum did and the mullein did. And then my kitty cat, he's been kind of puny. He's 15 years old now. And so I've made him up a little medicine right here. I'm going to put it in a little syringe and squirt it in his mouth. And it's sulfur and honey. And then I put a little squirt of this tea into it, and I've just stirred it up, and I'm going to put it in a syringe and give it to him. He's been feeling pretty bad for a week, and every day I've given him a syringe of this, and he's eating better now. And he does have allergies as well when the seasons change. And he's 15. He's not a spring chicken anymore. He and I usually just spend days curled up on the sofa together when we don't feel good. But I want this video is to show y'all that now we transition into preventing illnesses from happening instead of merely looking to treat them. And these plants are out there. Actually, even being in the city, there are many places that, you know, you have friends, you have family. There are places, churches and graveyards, as weird as that sounds, are a good place to gather as well. But don't gather if you don't know for sure what a plant is. But you can purchase these, and I'm going to tell y'all, my daughter, um, some of the dried plants that she ordered for her wedding, came from an herbalist on Etsy, and I've ordered from them before myself. But when I'm having to order uh, herbs like loose leaf, I'm ordering from Etsy now. I'm not ordering from Amazon. If I have to get something that I don't have easy, ready availability to, I'm ordering off of Etsy. And you can tell which ones are um, the home foragers, the home herbalists. They are doing this out of a love for people as well. But there are several that are fairly large. I would say just look through there and find one that's a good reputable dealer. And also on Etsy, you can talk to these people through messages just real easy, and you can communicate with them easier than you can on Amazon. Amazon, it's easy to get bogged down into the larger companies. On Etsy, you've got small companies that you can speak one-on-one with actual people. So I would suggest Etsy when you want to purchase these loose leaf herbs. All I've got left is all I've got left for myself for the winter. I hope I've got enough. I sold quite a bit and gave quite a bit away to people who needed. And so now I need to just make it through next year, and I'll know to harvest even more. But so I just wanted to bring to you prevention before treatment, and to encourage y'all to start getting some things ready for wintertime, for the usual flu and cold and viruses that come along, and to boost your immune system. So until our next video, God bless you all, and I hope you are all well. And until next time, goodbye.